welcome to another Zincast, and it is time for me to give you my Super Bowl predictions. That's right, we got the Bengals versus the Rams, and how do I choose between two teams that I do not care anything about? And it's quite simple. I weighed my options. So first, the Pittsburgh fan in me said, I don't want the Bengals to win. But then the New York Giants fan in me said, I don't want OBJ to get a Super Bowl because he literally just whined himself into the situation, right? I mean, if anyone does not deserve a Super Bowl, that dude. So, with that being said, I said, I don't like either team, so I just have to make a prediction. You know what? I don't like the way Matthew Stafford's been playing. He's been throwing some interceptions. I think Joe Burrow, okay, and Jamar Chase are, that combination is greater than the Stafford OBJ combination. Now, of course, you have Cooper Kupp. Now, he deserves a Super Bowl, okay? And one would say Stafford probably deserves a Super Bowl after such a long tenure. But again, that OBJ factor just really, like I could see him saying or doing something stupid and costing his team. And that is why I'm going with Joe Burrow and the Bengals, 34-28, and they beat the Rams, who are no longer in St. Louis. And by the way, this is like the fourth take because I kept on calling them the St. Louis Rams. Yes, I know, they are the LA Rams. All right, now that we've gotten the football predictions out of the way, the same time frame, Super Bowl Sunday, Valentine's Day, we have a storm potential. Now, look, this is not going to be a blockbuster storm. If you get snow, this will not be a blockbuster situation. Even I think in the most perfect setup. I think the most perfect setup is not on the table. So speaking of the setups, let me show you what can go wrong so that you see little to no snow, maybe a dusting or nothing. And what can go right if you like snow, where you can see, maybe a 3 to 6 event, maybe 4 to 8, depending on your exact location. So to do that, we have to do a little bit of a technical discussion. So let's beam on up to the weather lab. All right, so look, a ton of moving parts on this. So this is the GFS, the 6Z GFS. And the key thing is, let me see if I have my drawing tool on and on a color that we could actually draw on here, okay? And you could already see it without me drawing, okay? You could see all the different pieces of energy that are all floating around here, right? Okay? You see it all, right? Okay. Well, it's all about the phasing of all this and when the trough can go from positive, remember positive, to neutral to negative. And pretty much it happens late in this instance, okay? So if we draw here, see, it is negative, but it is late at this point, okay? Needs to happen earlier, meaning you need to have the most perfect phase possible, okay? And really this ridge, oops, sorry about that. This ridge here, if this can build up higher, if this ridge could build up higher, then this can dig a little bit more, okay? Dig down a little bit more, okay? And then that can make everything timing a little bit better, which then might have a better phase, and then you could get a good, better solution. So I'm going to show you the surface map on this, but you're going to see how this is near miss, near hit, whatever. I don't know the right term for that, okay? I always think of George Carlin. Look, they nearly missed. So you can see here at the surface map, the low pressure forms off the coast, but it is just jetting right out in, southern New Jersey, Cape area, Rhode Island, east end of Long Island. You see a little bit of snow, light snow, as it moves away. But again, it's the little bit, if everything gets together a little bit sooner, then we have a bigger potential for this to be a little bit closer to the coast, and then your snows can be a little bit further inland, right? And look, I really think that New York City whereabouts is also going to be that cutoff. Like, I don't see this getting, like, Poconos and Catskills, you're not going to see any snow out of this. I mean, unless something massively, drastically changes, right? And the storm like hugs the coast. But I don't see that. This is a very progressive pattern. There's no blocking. So pretty much you need the perfect phase for everything to work out. Let's go ahead and take a look at the European, the OZ from last night. And as we get into Saturday, again, we have the pieces of energy, and I got to change my drawing tool to a different color because these maps were different colors. Okay, right? See tons of pieces of energy, right? They're all around. They're all swirling around, and how they all interact will make this trough turn from positive to neutral to negative. And again, this is here if you want to see the surface. Let's go ahead and humor, okay? And you see this is another one of these, boom, right off the coast near misses, right? This is where, see where the low is setting up. You see where how it's tracking, right? Too far away. So if you get something tracking a little more like this, then this precipitation shield moves inland, and then you have the storm. And how do you do that? Well, like I said, if you can get the heights to build a little more up this way, okay, if these heights build a little more, then this can dig a little more. This whole trough here can dig a little more, swing from the neutral, from the positive to neutral to negative. The faster it does that, closer to the coast the storm will be. Now, on Monday I mentioned this system because actually the European was hinting it, and the GFS had nothing, and then the European lost it like completely out to sea, and the GFS was having closer to the coast and showing snowstorms, and then, and I'm only mentioning these two, all the other models are doing all a bunch of different things also. You can find ones that hit, find ones that miss, but then it seems from like overnight we have a little bit more consensus that this is going to be a little further off the coast, but they all have the system forming just later. Now, if you remember, Monday there was a little bit of snow in the morning, and last week I hinted that there might be something. The models had that really far off the coast, and then at the last second everything adjusted in, and the storm did have, I mean, whatever, it was light, right? But you did see some snow, and you did get storm system that was much closer than anticipated. The difference with this storm system rather than that storm system, there's big differences in the overall setup, but we have, today it's gonna be like 50 degrees, right? Tomorrow it's a taste of like spring. You guys are gonna feel like, woo, no jackets maybe, right? But cold fronts come through, some clipper systems all start waving through Friday night, Saturday, and the cold air does come back for this weekend. So you have the fresh injection of cold air. You have the possibility of a storm system forming off the coast, which can mean snow. So we gotta watch it. I don't want to write it off, but obviously I'm not fully excited here. It might work out, might not work out. And again, I think even if the most perfect setup, unless something really crazy happens, it's a 3 to 6. It's moving super fast because there's no blocking, right? 3 to 6, maybe 4 to 8, depending if you're in the best location, right? All right, so that's it. That is your Zincast. We threw in some Super Bowl prediction. We talked some sports. We talked some weather. We tried out a new effect. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please like, subscribe, hit all the buttons, notifications, bells, whistles, whatever we got. Leave some comments below, okay? If you want to see some snow, are you done with winter? Who do you want to win in the Super Bowl? What score do you think it's going to be? Or who do you think is going to win? Forget about who do you want to win, right? And do you like my beaming effect, right? Did you think I handled that pretty cool? Was it solid? Huh? Next time, maybe I'll try to beam myself back into the chair. All right, folks. Have a good one, everyone. And I will make another video if I see any changes to this that lead me to believe that we are going to be getting some snow. If you don't see me make a video, then probably, snow showers, if that. All right. So if I don't see you all, enjoy the game. But who knows? We'll track the storm, and maybe there'll be another Zincast fairly soon. Have a good one, everyone.